the real reason why you can't manifest love. I get it. You're doing the affirmations. You have the dream board. You're affirming, affirming, affirming. But he or she is not showing up. I'm going to let you know why. But first off, hi, my name is Leanne and welcome to my channel, Rise and Elevate, where I talk about universal principles and how I've been able to utilize them to create and manifest a beautiful life for myself. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what I did. I'm going to kind of explain what I was doing wrong, which is most likely what you're doing. And then I'm going to say, hey, this is what I changed. And literally within 48 hours, I manifested a man that I never thought or dreamed of I could have up until 48 hours before he came. So, all right, let's tap in. I don't know about you, but my track record was not so great. I learned a lot. I do believe that we reincarnate into this earth and we are here to learn about others and mainly to learn about ourselves and energy, and knowing that every interaction that we have with another human being is like a nervous system exchange. And it's all energy. We're all energy and we're all vibrating, and we just need to match up to each other's frequencies in order to align. And whatever it is that you're looking to manifest, whether a lover, obviously, because that's what this video is about, but even if it's something else like money or a new career, you have to match up to it. And that's why you hear people say you have to get into alignment or align with it. And like Einstein says, whatever it is that you want, match up to that frequency, and the universe has no other way around it but to line you up with it. And that's why when I meet people that are like, oh, Susie really wants to manifest a lover, I think it'd be good for her. She's kind of on like this down like spiral. She lost her job. She's drinking too much. It's like, no, this is the worst time for Susie to meet someone, because you don't get what you want. You get what you are. Let that sink in. You don't get what you want. You get what you are. And what you are is also what you internally believe you deserve. That's why a lot of the times people, like, either they will attract a train wreck because they're a train wreck, or they just, some subconscious thought within them believes that that's what they deserve, or they're used to always being the fixer. So, knowing these principles, and you have to understand that everyone shows up into your reality and is just nothing but a mirror. I know for myself, I kept attracting men that were emotionally unavailable. They were either married or some other reasons. And I was like, I don't understand. Like, if this is all a mirror, what is it within me that subconsciously is attracted towards this? Because there was also men showing up that were great, amazing on paper. Friends of mine were like, what is wrong with you? You're out of your mind. It's a done deal, home run. But I wasn't simply attracted to him, because you want to manifest a lover that checks all the boxes, and you can have that and you deserve it. I'm not saying to be picky in a way, but don't settle. You don't need to settle. There's a billion people out there. And he or she, the woman or man that you're desiring, you can have. But you have to line up to it. So, do you want him or her to be a go-getter? Extremely driven? Successful? Motivated? Then you should too. I want you to make a list of all of the core qualities and traits that you want in this lover, down to being a family guy or a family woman, clean, not too clean, someone that's going to be like, take the reins and be able to handle like taking control. Get so specific and somewhat align with that list. Not with everything, obviously, because you're not going to like, if you want to manifest some woman that's, gorgeous and elegant, obviously you're not going to get elegant if you're a man and like barley, but you know where I'm going with this. Match up to those core qualities and traits. Become that person. Like, because we attract what we are. And if you're not on the same vibration, what are they? They're going to want to hang out with you anyways. And likewise. And then you got to take a look around whatever you're manifesting, because whatever people in these relationships that you are allowing and bringing into your life is because of something within you, in your subconscious and your nervous system, deep rooted, that believes that's what you deserve. So are you manifesting girls or guys that are emotionally unavailable? Or maybe a little abusive? Or dismissive? And take a look at yourself and say, hey, going back to my childhood, going into previous relationships, do I have some sort of limiting belief that I'm carrying around with me so that my history just keeps repeating itself? See, because our nervous system, it's basically like your subconscious and your nervous system like had a party when you were little, and then they just always get together, and it's running a program that you're not always even aware of. And it is going to go towards what feels safe and familiar over what's healthy and what you think that you want. I heard this before. Your nervous system chooses your nervous system is always going to choose what is healthy. Yeah, what feels familiar to you, not always what you want. That's why I say you don't get what you want, you get what you are. So sometimes you have to change what you are, changing those internal beliefs and what you deserve. And don't be like, oh, I can't expect all that. That's way too much. Knock it off. You have every single thing available to you. Everything. So no one's judging you, and no one's going to be looking down what you're writing or what you're thinking about. You can have anything you want. Anything. I know this because I've done it. I remember I was like, okay, I just turned 40 last year, I'll admit, and I was like, all right, I want to attract this type of partner, and I'm tired of making the same mistakes over and over and over again, and I'm tired of getting hurt. And I took a look what was going on in this mirror, this reflection. I pulled it back, and I was like, that's where that's coming from. Because I didn't have a father growing up. So I always felt like I didn't deserve a man's unconditional love. And I had to do the shadow work, and I had to heal and tell that little girl, now this grown-up girl, that you do. And you need to figure out what it is that's blocking you, because if there's something that you're not manifesting in your life, it is because there is a block within your nervous system. I know it's hard. It's even hard for me to tell you this, honestly. It was hard for me to digest. But I'm telling you, once I did the inner shadow work and I healed, I'll never forget, because I do feel that the universe gives you signs. And when I made a list, I used to go on Pinterest, and I used to like all the couples that were running together, all the couples that were cooking together and doing like fun, activities. And I'm not a materialistic person, but I love cars. And I wanted my boyfriend to drive a Lamborghini Urus. And you have to remember what you say. We don't just say words. You birth them. So if you're walking around saying, oh, I'll never find love. I don't even want to say that. But if you're saying things like that, even if you're joking around, stop. Stop that right now, because your verbal diet is just as important as your mental and physical diet. When we say things, you're birthing words. So stop it with that. And you need to start speaking like yes. When you see those pictures, even on Pinterest or Instagram, because it's all an algorithm. And this universe works like on an algorithm too. It's just going to keep feeding you more and more and more of whatever you're running in this program, just like Pinterest and Instagram. So change that algorithm, change your actual verbal diet. and your mental diet will. Your subconscious is not always going to listen to the affirmations and things you say, but it loves repetition. So when you just keep feeding it all those things that you want and you're visually seeing them, it's going to become you. You're going to become a part of it, and you're going to believe that you deserve it and that you have it. And when you believe that you have it and you deserve it, is when it's going to come. I listened to Abraham Hicks. Oh my God, I love her so much. And she was always like, you got to get into alignment. Oh my God, freaking am. I love myself. I don't get it. But I'll never forget when I was like, holy crap, like this is a mirror. And I looked, and then I had to do the inner work. And I saw, I'll never forget, it was a Thursday. I saw a Lamborghini Urus, an SUV, which I've only seen like maybe 5 or 6 of them my whole entire life. It's like this crazy cool SUV. And I was like, no, I deserve that. And it wasn't the car, because I would never drive the car because I'm not the best driver. But it was deeper than that. It was deeper than that. It was the unconditional man, like that just symbolized. And I changed my whole posture that whole day. And I carried myself as if I was worthy of love. And I deserved it, and I believed it. And I visualized how much he was going to love me and care about me. Driving on 95. Want to cook for me. Want to run with me. You need to do all of this too. When I took on that identity and I believed it, and I literally started just generating and vibrating love from my being, I met him that Friday, the next day, totally unexpectedly. My dog is snoring so loud right now. Totally unexpectedly. I wasn't sitting around thinking like, when am I gonna meet him? Where is he gonna be? Should I walk here? Should I walk there? Don't do any of that either. Because that is doing nothing but causing resistance and putting pressure on things. You don't want to put pressure on anything. It's like if you have a water bottle and you put pressure on it, it's just going to all come out. Just be at ease. Tell the universe what you want. Work on yourself and love yourself and feel as if you already have it, because it's going to come. So just feel the feelings now. And stay in this frequency as long as possible and as often throughout your days. Don't entertain any other females or males if you're looking to attract someone else, because that's giving the universe mixed signals. This is what you want. This is what you are. And it is coming. And just sit tight, wrapped up in these loving emotions. And when you can do this, the universe has no other way around it but to line you up to this love. Do not have resistance. Don't keep scanning and looking when, where, because that's not going to work. Fill up your own cup, love you, and it will come. And I'm super excited for you, because in 2026, you're going to have an amazing year. I want you to make sure you comment below love, because that is you claiming it. And I'm excited for you. And until the next video.